Sally up, bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up, bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell
There is a new
ground.
epidemic that has been sweeping the nation, and it's called obesity. Many Americans are not aware of how this condition has affected their everyday lives, nor do they understand its dire results. More and more Americans are tipping the scale to the point of obesity. Over the past few decades, there has been a dramatic increase in obesity cases in the United States alone. Although America seems to be winning its war on terror, it has been losing an ongoing battle with food. And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, obesity occurs at higher rates in minority populations.
This whole healthy thing is new to me, first of all. So, we never, my sisters and I, we were never raised to eat healthy or live an active lifestyle or anything like that.
The CDC reported that blacks have a 51% higher prevalence of obesity and Hispanics have a 21% higher obesity prevalence when compared with whites. But the percentages of obesity are most shocking among women of color. The Office of Minority Health reported that 4 out of 5 African American women are overweight or obese.
Yes, I'm what the world would call obese, but I didn't necessarily choose that.
Meet 25-year-old Nicole Stokes. Nicole is a recent college graduate from West Palm Beach, Florida. Nicole says she has battled with her weight all of her life.
What I thank my mom for, because the first day of band camp, I was quitting. I was like, this is too much. I can't do this, because I went to a white middle school and we just had concert bands. I wasn't used to actually marching and calisthenics and doing all that kind of stuff like that. But she was like, no, stick with it. And I really enjoyed band and the people I met. I got to travel, which is one of the reasons I picked FAM, because the band. And my 12th grade year, I got a job and I was too cute to be in the band and be sweating. So I was always kind of prissy. So
Nicole comes from a fairly large family and says that weight issues have plagued her family tree for generations.
Because I know they didn't teach it to us, so I don't know if they weren't taught it either. But then my grandma, she's really health conscious, but then she's still overweight too, but she was always eat smaller portions and do this and do that, but she didn't necessarily practice what she preached. So.
Food has become a ritual in the African American community. Leandris Libbard reported in his study of food identity in African American women with type 2 diabetes that food center gatherings are a form within the history, wealth, spirit, creativity, resilience, and collective ethnic identity of the community. And Nicole says that she recalls the numerous family traditions that were centered around food.
My dad's from South Carolina, so that's all they do in South Carolina. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to go to my cousin's birthday party in July. So I already know what time it is. I already know in South Carolina, it don't even have to be a big holiday. It could just be Sunday dinner, and you having at least 2 tables, 1 table with just desserts by itself. And then another table, it's just a spread, it's always, it seems like black people equate love with food, they equate family with food. It's always, I guess when we eat each other's company, it's always a time to eat.
In 2009, tragedy struck, and Nicole's fears became a reality as she lost her father to heart disease.
And I just don't want to go out like that. I saw, he was 50 years old, and I saw my aunt go through the same thing that he went through as well. They all started off on the little CPAP machines. They had to use the breathing machines to sleep at night, and then 50 years old, they died. And that can't be me. Oh gosh, I don't want to cry on this doggone thing. But it had to be something different out there, and I just feel like it was like a family curse that had to stop here.
According to the CDC, heart disease is the leading cause of death for both men and women.
It seems unfair sometimes because, like I said, I wasn't taught this, and it could have been one less thing to deal with, in my life if I was taught a different way to live actively and live. Because like it's now, you can buy books, you can buy tapes, you can buy all this other stuff, but if you never knew, it's nothing that, you know, in certain situations you can reach back from something that you remember. But I'm basically starting off on my own, just doing it as I know, as I'm learning. And maybe, wow.
Watching her father battle with his weight, she knew that she had to break the cycle of obesity within her family.
Yeah, it's just time for something new. That's all I can say. It's time for something new. And it has to stop somewhere, because I don't want to take it into my family. When I have my husband and my children, I don't want them to have to deal with the things that I've had to deal with, you know?
Knowing that food addiction can be unhealthy and unsafe, Nicole has vowed to change her bad eating habits and become more active.
I started just doing active things. You know, you go for that full week. Like I was just going hard. And I think I was overdoing it because I really don't have any experience with it. So now I do just day on, day off. And I realized that I don't like routine. So I kind of just get up and just walk wherever. Like the other day, which is my day on. Well, today's the day on too. So I'll be walking somewhere around 6 o'clock or so. But I realized that, you know, it has to start somewhere, and I have a lot of goals. Like I want to do a marathon, and I want to be a triathlete one day. So I can't be a triathlete if I don't start walking or start doing things to try to be a triathlete. So yeah, these things like that.
You shouldn't worry about what they say, 'cause they got nothing on you. Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you. Nothing on you. Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you. Everywhere I go,